Welcome, everyone. Being interesting is not about striving for approval, nor is it about crafting an image that pleases others. In fact, the more we chase the idea of impressing someone, the more we distance ourselves from what truly makes us fascinating. The need for approval traps us in a rigid sense of self, constantly seeking validation from outside sources. This pursuit of external affirmation only serves to diminish our natural authenticity, making us appear contrived, artificial, and disconnected. Instead, becoming truly interesting is about aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life, allowing curiosity, not approval, to guide us. Life is a river always in motion, and when we stop resisting its current, we are carried effortlessly into new realms of discovery and wonder. In this state, we are not bound by the pressure to perform or to be someone else. We are free to be open, engaged, and curious about the world around us. Curiosity is the key to this alignment. When you allow yourself to be led by genuine interest in life, in people, and in the mysteries of the universe, you become a magnet for others. People are naturally drawn to those who embody a sense of wonder, because it reflects an openness to new experiences and a willingness to embrace the unknown. This kind of curiosity has no agenda, no need for approval, and no ego to maintain. It is simply a thirst for the experience of life itself. When you follow this path, you stop worrying about whether you are interesting and instead become immersed in the richness of life. Others can sense when someone is fully present and engaged in the flow of life, and they find themselves captivated by that energy. True intrigue arises naturally, without effort, as you flow in harmony with the unfolding of existence, rather than struggling against it. The more you try to make yourself interesting, the more you become entangled in the illusion of a separate self. What is this self that we constantly work to enhance, improve, or display to the world? We think it is the part of us that needs to be acknowledged, admired, or validated. But in reality, this self is nothing more than a mask, a construct created by our own thoughts and beliefs, shaped by society's expectations and fueled by our fear of being insignificant. When we believe we must make ourselves interesting, we are reinforcing this illusion of separateness, this false idea that we are distinct from the rest of life, somehow standing apart from the flow of existence. This self becomes a project, something we constantly work on and polish, hoping that others will see it and find it worthy. But this effort to be seen and admired only deepens the sense of isolation, because it perpetuates the illusion that we are incomplete, that we must do something or be someone to be valued. This self we try to project is a distortion, a character in a play that we forget is just a role. We become so caught up in the act of making ourselves interesting that we lose sight of the deeper truth. We are not separate from life. We are not a fragmented ego trying to stand out. We are, in fact, already part of the infinite dance of existence, woven into the fabric of everything around us. And when we try to stand apart, we miss the whole point of being alive. The more effort we put into being interesting, the more we feel this divide between who we think we are and the vast interconnected reality we are a part of. This is the illusion of the separate self. It traps us in a constant cycle of self-presentment, where every moment is judged by how we appear to others, how impressive or captivating we seem. In this way we create an endless loop of dissatisfaction, because no matter how much we polish the mask, it is never enough. But here's the profound truth. When you let go of the need to be interesting, you dissolve the illusion of the separate self. You return to the awareness that you are already one with life, with the flow of the universe. In this state there is no self to impress or improve. There is only presence, only being. And paradoxically, this is what makes you truly engaging to others. When you stop trying to be someone, you allow the essence of who you are, beyond the ego, to shine through. In this space, you are not a performance, you are an experience. People are drawn to you not because you are trying to be interesting, but because you are embodying the effortless, natural state of existence. You are no longer trapped in the illusion of separation, and in that freedom you become fascinating, not because you are trying, but because you are simply being. True interest, then, comes from dissolving the illusion of self, from seeing yourself not as an isolated being striving for approval, but as you become like a river that flows freely, unconstrained by the banks of expectation or judgment. In this flow, there is an effortless grace to how you engage with the world. People are drawn to this because it is rare and refreshing in a world where so many are trying to be something they are not. This surrender to the present doesn't mean becoming passive or indifferent to how you relate to others. It's about trusting that your natural self, when unburdened by the need to control, is more than enough to captivate, inspire, and engage those around you. By letting go, you tap into a deeper reservoir of authenticity, creativity, and charisma. You stop trying to be interesting and start being interesting, without effort or pretense. In this state of presence, your charm is not something you manufacture, it simply arises. It comes from the ease with which you move through life, from the joy you take in the moment, and from your openness to experience things as they are, rather than how you think they should be. Your presence becomes magnetic, because it is real, spontaneous, and alive with possibility. When you let go of control, you stop worrying about how you are perceived, and paradoxically, this is when others become most captivated by you. They sense your freedom, your lack of concern for approval, and they are drawn to that energy. They are drawn to the confidence that comes from being truly at ease with yourself. And in that space, without even trying, you become endlessly fascinating. Letting go is about trusting that the best version of you, the most interesting, engaging, and compelling version, is the one that arises naturally when you stop trying to be someone you're not. It's about recognizing that the more you surrender to the present moment, the more your true brilliance shines through, unfiltered and unforced. To be truly engaging and captivating, embrace the power of wonder, the childlike curiosity that opens you up to the vast mystery